In a statistical check from Statistica, it was discovered that 39.8% of the people in the world use Facebook. Facebook is a social networking service that enables its users to make online connections with others, whether they're already known to each other or not. Users can broadcast their thoughts and feelings to whoever they chose along with their photos, videos, and articles. It's a social media website that is owned by none other than Mark Zuckerberg. He is the chairman, chief executive officer, and controlling shareholder of Meta Platforms, the parent company of Facebook. In today's video, we'll be looking at the daily lifestyle of the busy Mark Zuckerberg. Welcome to Socialux. Our goal is to provide you with a dose of luxury, travel, houses, cars, and stories of successful people so you can be inspired to live an abundant, beautiful, and successful life. We upload videos weekly. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and feel free to comment any questions you may have down below. Enjoy. Morning routine. We're following the CEO of Meta for a day to see if he is, in fact, a robot, alien, or lizard person, as all the rumors claim. In Mark's defense, unlike lizards who begin their days by lying on a hot rock in the morning sunlight to kickstart their metabolism, Mark begins his day in bed. And the first thing he does after picking up his phone is browse Facebook, Facebook Messenger, and WhatsApp, rather than metabolizing vitamin D and controlling body temperature. He gets up at 8 a.m. Mark may not have always woken up at 8 a.m. because the early years of the business were like a frat house where everyone came in late, stayed late, and partied even later into the night at work. However, after starting a family, a lot of that had to alter. Mark places a high value in exercise and works out 3 times per week. He has admitted that although he sometimes works out in the gym, one of his favorite forms of exercise is jogging. On some of these runs, he also takes his dog. Breakfast. Mark doesn't have any food preferences. He sometimes barely lets his food contact the plate before he eats it, since he has so much on his plate. He must have been programmed to do that, and his attire is also very basic. In truth, Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of one of the biggest firms on earth, would appear more like a construction worker with a pair of Timberlands. Even cartoon characters don't have this much consistency in their clothing all the time. But you can always find him wearing a pair of trousers and a gray t-shirt. These t-shirts are not inexpensive though. Italian fashion designer Brunello Cucinelli, often known as the King of Cashmere, created them specifically for comfort. Every morning when Mark is getting ready for work, his smart home warms one for him. They cost $400 each. Work. His idea of making the simplest option possible guides his choice of food and attire, so that he doesn't have to spend too much time making a decision on anything unimportant, when he might be making a decision to transform real experiences into virtual ones. Yes, Meta is now well known to us all. We're in one of the most exciting periods in history right now. As I've stated, with Elon Musk trying to colonize Mars, and Mark Zuckerberg purportedly trying to take over Earth. And when Zuck goes to work during the day, Meta plays a significant role in his day. Unbeknownst to many, he has been thinking about it for a while. Back in 2014, a student questioned Mark about the future of technology during a Q&A session at Tsinghua University in China. He listed 3 factors as being crucial in his opinion. Connecting the entire planet comes first, followed by artificial intelligence and virtual reality. Mark spent his time at work on these 3 things. The world will soon be connected thanks to plans by Meta. One of their largest projects is a $3 billion underwater cable that is being moved over the continent to offer 23 countries quick and dependable internet service. Meta AI has started working on projects including deepfake detection, dense posture, and AI for commerce that will simplify online purchasing for both buyers and sellers. Virtual reality, meanwhile, has been the subject of much discussion. This technology has made some nervous since it has the potential to make us look like Wall-E, with screens strapped to our faces. But whether the metaverse causes humanity to go completely Ready Player One is still up in the air. Zuck works on Facebook for 50 to 60 hours per week, but Mark also has to travel frequently, and his schedule changes slightly while he's away from the office. When he meets up with folks like Donald Trump, Pope Francis, President Emmanuel Macron, and even Vin Diesel, he spends a lot on security and a private plane charter. Hobbies. Additionally, he indulges himself by spending his time reading or language study. He committed to reading a new book every 2 weeks in 2015. And this schedule is unusual because it allows him some freedom. Mark is really exceptional in terms of his language acquisition abilities. Imagine my amazement when I saw Mark Zuckerberg speaking Mandarin Chinese, one of the most difficult language to master, and making a joke that was quite funny. In fact, according to his wife Priscilla Chan, he used to be more fluent in the language than she was. However, Mark did in fact take a full year to study the language, and he does so for other languages as well. I know there are probably memes in your brain about him successfully loading the Mandarin language package into his program, like Matrix. Routine during pandemic. His routine changed a little bit during the epidemic. Apparently, staying at home had that effect. We can be certain that Mark continued to work for Facebook while he and his wife collaborated on their joint venture, the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, because he and Priscilla claim that they don't continue working away from home. Mark's haircut were another activity the pair engaged in together, particularly during lockdowns. On social media, Priscilla's assistance with the trim has generated a lot of controversies. One user speculated that it may be related to Mark's admiration for Augustus Caesar, the first emperor of ancient Rome. Priscilla herself has attested to the existence of this love. When they were on their honeymoon in Rome, she reportedly remarked that he couldn't stop talking about Augustus Caesar. And wouldn't you know it, one of their lovely kids is even named August. The Caesar cut, as it has come to be known, is named for Julius Caesar, Augustus Caesar's great uncle. And while Priscilla may be annoyed by Zuck's propensity for gushing about his interest, the fact that he adores his family unconditionally cannot be disputed. Evening routine. Mark and Priscilla have what is known as date night every week at night. Because it introduced him to Priscilla, Mark even said that Face Smash, not Facebook, was the most significant thing he created while a student in Harvard. He still occasionally returns late from work, according to Priscilla, but he makes up for it by spending quality time with her and the kids. Similar to how every member of the family gathers on Fridays to prepare their stale recipe book and bake Shabbat loaves. Mark recites the ancient Jewish prayer Mi Sheberak as he gets home from work to tuck his 2 girls in for the night. After all, while we demonstrate our humanity by recognizing a truck or a traffic signal, Mark Zuckerberg demonstrates his humanity by lavishing his family with affection. The robot jokes may ultimately be on us. At the end of the day, Mark has managed multiple businesses that connect the world and propel us into the future, while still finding time for his family. He also oversees some of the largest social media companies in the world. If you're Mark Zuckerberg, that's how you live every day. And that's all for today's video. What part of Mark Zuckerberg's routine is similar to yours? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoy everything luxurious, check out our other videos. And if you like them, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Until our next video. See you then.